Oh, yes, that's another thing. The internet here is a little iffy, so bear with us if we lose the Wi-Fi for a minute or two. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Art with Liz. It is a delight to see everyone here. We are temporarily in a new location as the Hoboken Library is going through an incredible renovation. So we are thrilled to be sharing space today with the Hoboken Health Department, who has been kind enough to share their beautiful space with us. It is just a temporary shift, but we are just so happy to be here. We will, as always, even in our new location, be starting with a slideshow about a specific artist. And I'm hoping that this artist will be an inspiration for you for the project that I have for you to do today. And I have a theme for this month of August. Bear with me, we are welcoming some people who are coming in person, and they are probably a little bit late because we are in a new location. So it's a little bit confusing here at the moment. I'm a little bit distracted because some new people are entering the room, and we're shifting people around. But we have a theme for the month of August. August is usually vacation month for folks. They're out of doors, they're enjoying nature. And so our theme for our art classes, for Art with Liz this month, is looking at artwork done by artists who are nature lovers and who love the great out of doors. Our artist for today is an artist named Edward Henry Pothast. An unfortunate name, but an artist who does quite beautiful work. Edward Pothast was born June 10th, 1857 in Cincinnati, Ohio. And we're just going to jump right in. I'm going to share with folks the slideshow that I have created about his work. And if someone at home could let me know if they could see it, I'll just start. Susan, can you see it? Yes. Yes, wonderful. So, Mr. Pothast, he was an American Impressionist painter. The Impressionist painters were most famous for the fact that they did paint out of doors. In French, it's called au plein air painting, which translated into English means out of doors. Au plein air means in the fresh air. And they loved the quality of light and how it played on objects, how it changed and affected how objects looked. They were also known for allowing individual brush strokes to show and be visible. Up until the time that Impressionists started painting, it was not allowed. Most artists smooth out the texture and the surface of their paintings and made the brushstrokes invisible. But the Impressionists believed that that didn't look natural. That when you look at things that are affected by sunlight, color becomes refracted and separated and shimmery and reflecting of the light. So they felt that the only way to show that in their work was to allow the brushstrokes to show. And if you look at this painting, first in the slideshow by Mr. Pothast, you can see that because he doesn't smooth the surface of the paint, it does really enable him to show the reflection, of light on water. He was most famous for these kinds of paintings. He spent a lot of time on Long Island, and he loved the beach, and he loved showing people vacationing at the seashore. Raise your hand if you love the beach. All right, the vast majority of people here. We are lucky to live in a state that has a lot of beaches and is very coastal. And many of us do go to the beach in the summer. He also spent a lot of time painting people in Central Park and on the beaches in New York and New England. He was born, as I mentioned, on June 10th, 1857 in Cincinnati. And he started studying art in 1870. Thank you so much, Richard, for letting people in. Good morning, Daniel. And at the McMicken School in Cincinnati. And in 1873, he started working at the Strobridge Lithography Company. From June 10th to 1879 to March 9th, 1881, he studied under an artist named Thomas Satterwhite Noble, who was a retired Confederate Army captain who had studied with another artist named Thomas Couture in Paris. He later studied at the Royal Academy in Munich with the American-born instructor Karl Marr, and then returned to Cincinnati in 1885. He then resumed his studies with Noble, Thomas Satterwhite Noble. Look at the quality of light in this painting. It's just breathtaking, I think. So what do you think? Is this sunset or sunrise or moonrise? Who knows?
Sunrise.
You think it's sunrise? Okay.
Yeah, sunfall is
I'm sorry, I can't hear Daniel. Could you say it again?
Sunfall, the sky should be orange red. This one is more like that, more.
Okay. I'll go with that. I'm actually thinking it's a moonrise because the colors are so in the blue-gray violet family. But
does it have a title?
It does, but I do not know what the title is.
Along the Mystic River.
It's Along the Mystic River. Thank you, Jackie. There are many people in this class who love finding the titles. I'm less interested. In the title. Yes, so now we know.
It could be.
Along the Mystic River, but we don't know if it's moonrise or sunrise. It doesn't matter. This is always my question. Sometimes the title does matter. Well, I don't know. It depends. Also, beautiful composition in this painting, I think, the way he's organized his shapes, the way the bottom of this seascape is so heavy and dark, and the way the color brightens up, lightens up as you go further back towards the horizon. I love that. Again, those of you who are landscape lovers, notice the detail in the front where you are closer to the objects and the way the things become less distinct and blurrier as you move back in space. After returning to Cincinnati and resuming his studies, a year later in 1886, he left for Paris, where he studied with someone named Fernand Cormont. Never heard of that artist. But then in 1895, he relocated to New York City, and there he stayed until his death in 1927. Now, this to me looks like somewhere in the Adirondacks, but who knows? What I found, I was re-looking at this slideshow, I was looking at it again last night. I was thinking, isn't it interesting that bathing costumes and what people wore back in the day was so modest and everybody covered up, even young children. And nobody thought anything of it, even how uncomfortable it must have felt. But look at the gorgeous texture in the rock face. Just beautiful the way he captured the natural color of the rocks. Rocks are not just brown and gray, everybody. They have a lot of color and texture. The mosses growing on the rock surface, really nice. And again, the quality of light on the surface of the water, particularly around the young children playing in the water. See how bright it is because of the reflection of their clothing in the water. It literally glitters. And he used oils. They primarily worked in oils, sometimes in watercolor, but these, so far, what we're looking at are oil paintings. Until the age of 39, Potthast earned a living as a lithographer. So lithography is a kind of printmaking. The work is done on a big, heavy stone with different crayons. So lithography crayons are wax, and then the plate, the stone, is inked up with different colored inks. Paper is laid on top of the stone, and it's run through a giant printing press that is rolled by hand. This is how it was done, and still done in art printing houses. It's rolled through a printing press, and then once it's through the press, the paper is pulled off, and you get to see the print. The purchase of one of his paintings, however, by the Cincinnati Museum of Art might have encouraged him to give up lithography for a career as a fine artist. His paintings kept a kind of subdued color and strong contrast that he learned while studying in Munich, until he started using this more impressionist palette later on in his career. So the Impressionists, the French Impressionists, loved these brighter colors. And that's because they worked out of doors, au plein air. This, I'm guessing, is somewhere, either Long Island, the coast of New York. He didn't work in New Jersey, no. No. But this kind of painting was his bread and butter. You can come in, there may be space. Laura, what do you think? We have one more empty chair.
She was asking for Laura.
Oh, it's actually, she's a library employee.
Oh,
I just realized who it was. Yeah.
So this is Carla.
Yeah, I know this person. Okay, so I was too busy looking at the artwork. Notice the shadows in this painting. They're not black, right? So this was another thing the Impressionists brought to art, to the world of art. They realized that shadows also have color. And that was an innovation of the time as well. Up until that point in time, people didn't really think about the fact that colors, reflections, have colors of their own. And he really used that to his advantage in his work. When he started living in New York, Potthast worked as a magazine illustrator. He exhibited regularly at the National Academy of Design, the Society of American Artists, and the Sal Magundi Club, which still exists in New York City, and he won numerous prizes. By 1908, he had his own studio in the Gainsborough building. Does anybody know where that is? In Manhattan? Somewhere in Manhattan. And after that, he painted these sun-saturated images of Central Park and New England landscapes and the Long Island beach scenes, for which he is best remembered. So I'm going to start zipping through these now. His work is included in many major museums in the US, including the Orlando Museum of Art, the Brooklyn Museum, the Cape Ann Museum, the Delaware Art Museum, the University of Michigan Museum of Art, the Phoenix Art Museum, the Nasher Museum of Art, and the Virginia Museum of Art. And the first place I saw his work was the Metropolitan Museum of Art. I had never heard of him before until I saw him in a wonderful show that was celebrating great American artists. I've also seen his work at the Whitney Museum of American Art. By the way, an announcement, this week is the last week of the Whitney Biennial. So those of you who've been wanting to see it, now is the time. Saturday is the last chance you can get to see the full Whitney Biennial. After that, there'll be parts of it still open, but if you want to see all the floors of the Whitney Biennial, this week is it. Any comments you want to make about Mr. Potthast's work? Feel free.
Reminds me of Sorolla, the Spanish painter, because of this thematic of how people interact on the language. So
Say the name of the artist again.
Sorolla, it's
Sorolla.
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 He's wonderful. He's more like, I don't know, like, he has more defined lines, so yeah, but it's like different.
Oh, we're going to have to look him up.
Yeah, it's really
Thank you.
dramatic and energy.
And is he at this same period of time in art history?
So
Like the early 1900s, late 1800s. Okay. Soraya. Thank you for sharing. And the energy between the people, you're right. His work is very joyful, very summer vacation. So I think he's the ideal person for us to be looking at with the theme we have for the month of August. Notice that his figures are not well defined. He just gives a suggestion of what people look like. Proportions are very realistic. The figures are definitely true to the proportions of the human figure, but there are no faces, hardly any faces, just suggestions of where the features of the face might be. No details in the clothing really at all. Lots of motion. Okay, so that is our final slide. Any other thoughts or comments on Mr. Potthast? All right. We, short of going to the beach, unfortunately, or maybe some of us will get to the beach today. I'm not going to get to the beach. The closest thing I can get to the beach today is to look at Mr. Potthast's work. So one of your options for today is to copy an Edward Potthast or to look at pictures of beach trips that you've taken. And I'm inviting you to create your own seascape today, with or without people playing or frolicking along the seashore. And I'm recommending that you use watercolors today. I've also brought in colored pencils and soft pastels. You could achieve similar effects as Mr. Potthast does in his work with soft pastels, but I think the most effective media that you could use to get something close to what Mr. Potthast achieves would be watercolor. I would suggest that you start doing a light pencil sketch, and then I don't think there's anyone here whom I have not taught before. I would start with the very thin, transparent washes, and as they dry, get darker with your colors. Where you want the bright lights to show, and this I'm talking about watercolor now, where you want the light, bright highlights to show, you leave the thinner transparency showing and work the darker colors around those lighter spaces and shapes. I will be around to help.
You want to remind those who about the appropriate safety.
Yes. So those of you who are here, Laura has poured water out for you to use. It is in a pitcher, and the watercolor paints, the water brushes, paper towels, and cups are on top of the counter over here to my right. And for most of you, it's to your left, over here in the corner. Pencils and dry media are to my right here at this table, and so is the paper, except for soft pastels are over at this counter over there by the restroom. The countertop over there is packed tight with stuff, so it's a bit of a juggling act. You might, instead of bunching up over there, you might want to start here, get your paper and pencil, bring that to your table, and then go to that counter. But see how the crowd flows, okay? And you know, be friendly.
That's here.
Yes, I was about to say.
For the sink of brushes, we ask that you go down the hallway and use that restroom with those sinks.
Right.
There.
So
You're
the,
not doing any brush cleaning or part cleaning
Right.
in your bathroom. All right, so that's not too far. I don't think you help getting there, let me know, but it's right outside the door, make a left, and you'll see the restroom there. It's sinks in there. Okay?
right, and I'm gonna say that again. I'm gonna underline that. There is a bathroom right here that is only a bathroom. There's no washing of brushes in the bathroom in this room. Okay. Only wash brushes in the bathroom outside this room, either upstairs or downstairs.
What uses it?
All right. Are we good to go? I'm going to put a picture of Mr. Potthast's work up on the big screen. Think beach, think beautiful, gorgeous summer day, and you're laying on the beach on your chaise lounge, reading a great book, watching the children playing, or you're running in and out of the waves, body surfing, which is my personal favorite thing to do. Daniel, we know how your imagination runs. Go for it. Do a picture about that.
How we're experiencing space this morning. Please let me know. Is it too tight? Is it uncomfortable? I don't want to squeeze you guys in here and you're not enjoying the space, or, you know, I'm trying to create art here as well. So if you're feeling comfortable, that's good to know. If you have some other ideas, let me know.
Right.
But we're really exploring the next couple of weeks how the space works, because it is tight and we are creating things. So I don't want you to feel limited, because if anything, then we have to lessen the number of students to get that.
And again, a reminder, we are sharing the space with the health department, so we need to treat it with respect.
The space down in Hobo, your branch, lunch, you usually have only seats on the outside. So now I have some people sitting across from you. So that's gonna be a different vibe as well. So again, like I said, let's be honest, and if you feel uncomfortable, we'll move things around for the next class, all right?
And watch the wires.
Lives, have fun. Thanks for, squeezing in here. Must mean that you really want to be there to take the class. Thank you, Liz.
You're so welcome. Let's
Can we begin?
get our supplies. Is there enough room here, Daniel? Which picture? Let's try this baby.
Such a job. I'm using successfully. They tell you they're gonna come, then they don't come, you know.
I'm putting up a picture. If you don't like it, let me know. I'm happy to change. Morning, everyone. I like this. I feel like we're up close and personal. Oh, why did I do? I didn't mean to. Wish. How does it look on the big screen, Jackie? Is it too blurry? I don't know. This picture is kind of bleh. I don't like this picture, folks. I'm going to change it. I want few. I thought that picture had fewer people. Right, Joe's. Oh, how about this? As in, the people are so tiny. Nice big cliff.
Con tu estilo yo lo podría. Bueno, es como una like Joe's. Porque parece que yo soy el único que
How about this one?
Similar to, I'm sorry, yeah.
parece que yo soy el único en la clase que soy capaz de dibujar cosas locas.
Do we like this picture? Yes. Yoko says yes. This definitely looks like Maine, correct? This already, this is making me nervous, guys, so be careful here. And Daniel, next time you do that, let me know, okay? Because that made me, for me, was a little, I don't know, made me scared. Just say,
Sorry, I'm not adjusting.
no, you don't know, we're all adjusting. Just say, Liz, I'm coming behind you next time.
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about
You
that.
don't have to apologize, just I'm letting you know next time.
Well. If you want to, it's up to you. It's comfortable there?
Oh, like move the table this way.
Yeah.
That's a terrific idea, yes. And if anybody wants me to sharpen pencils, just let me know.
Oh, this one, I can walk. Yeah, now we have more space.
Yeah, you could separate the tables. What do you need? Got your
paper so I can mix them.
I'll watch you guys.
You have a plan. A man with a plan.
Good. Put on my, I'll make notes. Right? So important, I experience is saying.
Well, especially when you're creating too. If you don't feel comfortable, I'm so comfortable, I don't want to get up. So this is a problem for me.
Fall asleep.
Oh, what's the problem?
I'm so comfortable, I don't want to get up.
Oh, it's a nice. Oh, I remember that from yoga.
I love that there's not that frigid air conditioning. They treat the health department right.
Who knows?
Now, somebody could sit here too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you help?
yes, what do you need?
I need a new body.
Join my club.
New body.
What's up, Al?
I want to apologize.
For what?
No, I want to explain to you why I was late, because I'm trying to use this service. Journal transit to disabled people. But it's very, they say they're gonna come at a certain time. And then they come 20 minutes later and stuff like that, so that's where.
I'm impressed that they even have something.
I know, yeah, first, you know, because I'm not into it, she said, I will use that. I'm always sort of forced to get it. So anyway, I'm trying to use this, because
It's like a farce. It's the concept.
either, this one was a farce, but sometimes they say that it's very embarrassing. But it's pricey. It's like, yeah, trying to do this, and then this time I arranged to have you be actually back. So this is, I'll do better. You know, yes, yeah, like what's yes, you go. No, so like the guy downstairs, I want kids that told me I don't think it's door full of kids. I don't think that's up. So they for that lady. But anyway, green chair was it. Oh, it'll. What did she? One of the green chairs.
Sign out to like that.
She get that. You know, but I'm apologizing because I'm gonna fail out.
Oh, yeah, I'll leave already.
Almost, because it takes me a long time to get it. But anyway, I apologize for leaving.
No problem. New Jersey Transit. I should write them a letter. Liz, thank you for doing that.
Wait.
Oh. Yeah, this area.
Oh.
It's
From my apartment, so no, that need to,
I would probably put the past on my latte.
Yeah, next time I will. Yeah, you could. I'm almost tempted to bring open table. Oh, it's, you know, Tom Foley was. Sore on my nuts, but. It's out. Well, don't feel like you have to draw every single one of those.
I know. That's what.
Yeah. Look at that. When you're doing a drawing for a watercolor, less is more. You don't want the pencil lines to show through the paint, so just use the pencil to mark out where the larger shapes are gonna go. Okay? Don't have to draw in each tiny detail. Hey, well, here's our art place. So we don't have enough room today, so, you know, so what I would suggest is Oh, okay.
Sorry, oh, welcome, that's. I'll argue. Did you sign? So, I'll take it,
Maybe let's do we move this people as the functions are there?
oh, yeah, that's true.
Can move this one over.
So, well, so he's the first time.
Like three weeks. Yeah, there's like a big creeper. Yeah, when Laura's.
So it's hard to, so it's right there.
Oh, yeah, that, three people can fit for a table.
So we don't have to let somebody sitting. Yeah.
We should do this, it's always-
Sit with you.
Yeah.
Who else? Very strong. Oh, materials over there.
Dan, you know where you can sit? You can sit. Daniel, right?
His name's Ben.
Oh, Ben, sorry, I'm.
And you did- and-
Dan, you can sit here. It's Daniel.
And he did register. So that's good.
Ben, I said Benjamin. Yes, nice to meet you. Thanks for coming. So we looked at an artist who does a lot of seascapes and landscapes, but you can always do your own thing.
Pretty.
Is that chair over there okay, Laura?
Of course.
That red chair?
Okay, right across from, I need over there too, because.
Or you could sit in this, chair.
No, I would prefer not. Like, look, like, I'll see it. And you're across from you.
Oh, Alice is leaving.
Yeah, yeah, 'cause
Okay.
screwed by my
Perfect.
transportation providers.
Sorry, they're working it out.
Alice has to leave, so. Oh, that's my
Okay.
garbage on the floor.
Okay, okay, very. So,
Thanks for coming.
okay, well, I'm sorry about.
No, don't.
Did you just-
Good luck, Alice. See you soon.
Okay, hopefully, yeah.
You got the door?
Yeah, I can.
There you go.
Oh,
Take your mind.
thank you.
All right, it's all working out. So help yourself to supplies, Ben. And Ben, I'm here to help. That's my job. And this class is for all level artists, so have you done our syllabus? So, matter of this. Walk around. And you let me know if anything else is fine. I don't know the title of this painting. The artist is this gentleman. I did a short talk about him. So you can take this and read it. Edward Cott. He was an American insurrectionist.
And Liz, I'm sorry, Bobby, you remind where he washes his brushes.
Yeah. So we have a bathroom used, but not for wash teeth brush. There's a bathroom inside. There's wash brushes and because it's there temporarily because they're rented in the library. So this is actually belongs to the health department. Their staff area. So we're going to wash brushes and use staff. Glad you're. You need a pencil?
What?
Pencil sharpener, it's kind of hidden over there. Just be careful of the wires. Yeah, you're welcome to copy. Or if you
Contracts. So, grab another sheet of paper and put it underneath. And then we'll move over. Here, grab another sheet of paper.
Be careful for more than.
Yeah, I kind of do like a birthday or those things.
I'm glad it's that. S is Wed. That's it all. Where are we gonna put that? That's.
Yeah, you could do it right away.
You could, yeah, you can do it on some. Diane's away. You have to see. Oh, well. Been. I don't see anything. But it's on my way to first. Lived for many years. Right. Yes. I have to see what I'm like all my stuff. Well, this is exactly what I'm.
My person thing that's so tiny, but it's all fine.
And this break. This is a good idea to draw in color with it, you know. They're gonna go through the scene. It's really, you know. Oh, thanks. They're so supportive. You did the lot. What's the way it is? You want the first. You lost the bunch of. There's a way to try it. Listening to me, that's gratifying. We used to eat that, right? Whoever they need to. I'm sorry. Oh. So I am gonna do a basic landscape demonstration in watercolor. Those of you who want a refresher. I think I'll set up here so more people can watch. If you want to watch, folks at home, you won't see this today, but everyone at home, you're veteran people. No Robin today. That's a surprise, Laura. Must be busy. Just give me 1 minute to get paint, water.
These shirts. You're inspired by them? These shirts, they move on. Why? You know how the sun is in the world. Yeah.
I do, but I like to, the way I prefer to move.
They have to start moving. I like that. You want to come on?
Hold on.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the demonstration now for those of you who want to watch. I would recommend you stand behind me.
Okay.
Yeah, one of my students yesterday left it here, so I was hoping she was coming today so I could give it to her. So in landscape art, the first thing you should think about is where the horizon is. And that is where the sky meets the land. Coming here. Good. And for me, in this image, it's right here. Where the sky meets the sea. And most artists don't put it right in the middle on the board. And you'll notice with Mr. Podcast, he put it, yeah. About. Another tip with watercolor is you don't want to make the pencil lines too dark because watercolor inks tend to be very thin and transparent. And if you press hard with the pencil, it will show through. And I mean, you may like how that looks, but most watercolor artists don't want the pencil line to show. And then the next step is to just draw in your composition. where are the larger shapes going to fit? And you don't need to do much. Work out your composition. Doesn't even have to be that accurate. As long as you position where the major shapes and forms are going to go. Then you want to take a large brush to do what we call the wash. And the wash, very simply,
You need the water closer to you?
is to work out where different things are going to go. Again, you're working out composition. Now, notice where the water is breaking against the rocks, how white it is. Look what I'm going to do. I'm not painting here. It's white. There's no white waterfall. So I'm going to leave that area of my painting for now. I'm leaving it white. And I want to leave my paper wet at this stage. That's why it's called a wash. Another thing to know about landscape is the closer you get to the front or the foreground of the picture, the darker and the brighter or the more saturated the color becomes. Because the closer up you are to something, the more intense the color is, and the farther back in space you go. Except in this. I mean, the color back here is very rich and deep, right? I'm guessing this was a very hot, bright, sunny day. But at this stage of the game, you really don't need much color. You want more water and less paint. And I'm letting it be runny and wet because, hey, first of all, this is the ocean. And second of all, because right now I'm trying to cover as much space as possible. I'm not worried about making it look real. I'm just trying to figure out where things are going to go. So a little bit of color theory. The rocks are primarily gray. And if you mix the primary colors, yellow, red, blue, with their secondary opposites, orange with blue, red with green, what am I forgetting? Yellow with violet, you're going to get closer to the gray colors. So here we go. I'm going to mix red with green. It's going to be a kind of brownish color.
Where? The goat?
I like the sun.
Again, it's going to be thin and transparent because I just want to figure out where these shapes are going to go.
Savannah. Yes, I have heard.
So this stage of the game, it's very quick, very fast. And some very pale blue for the sky area. And again, we want to leave some white for the area where the clouds are going to go. As this starts to dry, I can start working with smaller brushes. And now less paint, less water, more paint. A drier brush. And I can start working on defining areas in the painting. Adding texture. Adding deeper color. Adding more layers to the painting. Okay.
What is that? What is? Don't know that. If you take a paper towel, you can grab it.
This is still quite wet, but let's see what happens. So you can, even when the paper is wet, start building up some darker areas. Okay, get the idea?
Thank you so much.
And when you want the bright whites, you can even take white pastel. When the paper's really dry, you can start getting things like sea foam or clouds. Paper's a little too wet to start getting those kinds of effects.
Did you block it this time?
You could, and you can even blot the paint, creates interesting texture.
I like what it's doing on its own. Like it looks like tie-dye. Beautiful.
So for rocky surfaces, you can do things like that.
And just a plain paper, there's no paint.
I'm sorry.
It's just plain paper.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you can do this too.
Mhm. That's what I was thinking, to get that texture.
Yeah, you could print with it. And get some interesting effects. And you can do, if the brush is stiff,
Mhm.
you can get interesting textures that way as well.
Okay.
Question when it's done, like I've done things at home, the paper is all warped from the water. Do they usually flatten it out or like what's the, am I using too?
I mean, it
thin paper?
depends. It could be that the paper's not high quality
Thin.
paper, and sometimes if you overwork an area, it starts to pill and
Mhm.
wrinkle, and so you want to try not to do that. Try not to rub too much
Mhm.
like this.
Mhm.
That will start making that happen. But I don't think it's an issue you should worry about too much.
All right.
Just have fun.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But it requires patience. It requires allowing the paint to do what it does and not stress about it. But you do have to work slowly and build up the layers as the paint dries.
Should I start again?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Just keep going.
Just keep going.
Don't start it. What I showed you are suggested techniques. You don't have to do it now. Experiment. Think of this as experiment, particularly if you've never painted before. Then I'm gonna suggest this.
You just see the changes in the slides.
This is a whole. You see how it's
Is it better?
I don't want you to sit down, but I want you to do stay up. Then we have more space. Stand up. Okay. Hands that. Yes, Out. It's good that you stand up. You want control. That's why you stand up. Oh, it's thinking that you do. I mean, I personally don't like working on myself. I lack control when I work. It's more difficult to work your arm this way. It's like it's not standing up or control for your hand up. Now it's like
Don't really. Get yours. Shadows, maybe. Yeah. It's fun. That's a regular.
Oh, it's just feels like this guy. Sure.
English picture.
And then I did. Negative, the negative space of the. Are they still? People, which one? They'll like. This one? This is great. Those are the same.
People.
We got some best. Well, the taste was flat.
Both were very flat.
It's like a color.
They're there.
Yeah, it's, it has nothing to do with. They didn't care about the dimensionality. Just care about. Yes. I bought a set of oil pastels. Every time I said, like, eat it. And then I go, yeah. It's not outline. Okay, guys, go up to the tail of the two ways and people works for sleep. Line from the station.
Like in the one line, very.
Kind of wow, how almost. Trying to use flat. So we sit on. And so we thought that flat just overly. The beach. Sometimes. Oh, yeah. A little too dark. But make it less dark. Let's start. I don't know that. Well. Build a branch. Yeah. Very funny. Never got to. Yeah, the good old water. Yeah, or they gave me good resolution on my back, right, the date of the artist. Yes, I like your idea. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, oh, this is good. The voice means like that. No, I'm sure. Or like oh, but you put inside it. Marva, you good? You are stupid and that. Oh no, we're switch race. Sure, that's really girl.
I'm coming. Somebody call me. Margot, you good?
Good.
Yes. I'm hanging upside down. Are you good?
You are hanging upside down. How did you do that?
It just was easy talking upside down.
Immigration.
Are you working on your own thing today or you're doing a seascape?
I'm doing a lighthouse, so it's kind of a seascape. There's
Doing that.
sea in it.
All right, enjoy. Anybody who's using these little yogurt cups, keep a careful eye on them. They may leak. Were donated to me yesterday. Mine seems to be very wet on the bottom.
Ooh. What is this? Ooh, dark. It's
I was doing fogs and then I lost the photo and I couldn't find it.
It's your best. I think there's something we use it. Oh, you know what I forgot to mention, folks? Start sending me ideas about the first artist of September. Remember, you're gonna tell me who you want me to teach. So. First 5 names that you send me. are the ones I have to put in hats. Next week, last week in August.
Yes.
So technically speaking, I guess next week you should start, but start doing it now. And well, I guess I should wait till everybody's back in the room to give you my email address.
Let's see.
So, all right. Aww,
Where's my,
I just got invited to the Hoboken spaghetti dinner. I've never been invited.
Just got invited?
Yeah,
Go, are you going?
I've never gone in my whole 50 years of living in Hoboken. Is it fun?
Yes,
Are you going?
I always go.
Oh, then I have to go.
Spaghetti dinner on the Hudson.
What day of the week is it?
It's Tuesday.
Oh, I actually go.
You sit at our table.
I know I've been invited to a particular table.
You see a lot of politicians.
Well, that's who one of them invited.
Right.
A particular one whom I absolutely adore. See if you can guess who it might be.
Say it again?
Maybe you're at his table.
No.
Because his mother is a friend of yours.
Friend of mine? Oh,
all right, here we go.
God, I gotta talk to this girl. I didn't know she was gone or not.
She might not be. She might have to stay home and babysit.
Not fair.
I know. Does that mean I don't have to buy a ticket?
Well, if someone has invited you, they have a ticket for you.
Wow.
Damn it. Here we go. Hello. Leaving it. Oh,
Do you want to share? No? Yes. People are copying this picture still. Ask mom how many minutes you have left to be here. Maybe we can take the picture down temporarily. What'd she say? Can you wait a few more minutes? Okay. You're going to be first to share, though. Today. Bless you, Gesundheit. Gesundheit. Never got to talk about your push. I see very what reminds me of this, or let me show you a picture.
Class. Confident.
You're doing it exactly right. And I like how you mixing colors. Perfect. But not the last one. The final six. I think probably the last song. Well, you took seconds. This whole series of things that's when you. She wants to. Yeah. Yes. Like. Beautiful. That's beautiful. Oh. David. So. We need to get started on the portion. We should start a little early. So it's a new system. Yeah, it's starting. It's shaped stuff. Yeah, shiny. Yeah. So. Water. It's a little bit. It's not. Getting like water. Not work. Oh. Great, you have. You know, the water quality is. I sort of not good for the carriage. And I see some. You can use soft pastel, not mineral. It's too wet. It's a wonderful thing. It's like. Why? It's
not exactly
that of me,
small, but-
so I don't know where it is.
What about the tabletops? Do you want to squash that?
So. It's very good. I'm learning, I'm watching.
Why you've divided up the space, a great composition. We're filling it all.
Yeah.
Gotten over a very important hurdle here. Realize that? You used to leave your background empty, and now you know, that's fantastic. Great. Bill. What's the Rubicon? Big down.
J2 from the art, beautiful. There's no colors like that. What's no?
Now mine, now that you blotted it, you should be able to start with. Yeah, don't wash your hands in the bathroom.
I will, don't worry.
You might be able to test out the soft pastel, it might work. Love mountain, it's a whole, this is like silver now.
Those fish,
Like them.
I don't know, it's a very big fish. Yes, kind of, this is different, right? It's diverse, it's not style. Oh, thanks, John. Just look at it. See how the graph change. These are, this is different. The way. Especially the thing. Hold on. I would keep it. Dark. Like it's really light. Not sure. I don't know how I said that. You got me. Very, very. But yeah, let me see.
I only did the one for, I'm going on.
Right.
So I can see.
Yeah. And you're. Those are say minerals.
So, don't worry about the tabletops. Jackie,
It helps.
your mother. Thank you, Jackie. I guess if you wet it out. Don't make it too wet though. Because then it starts turning the pastel into pink. And they'll just make it out of there. Make it streaky. What time is it?
Broken.
Yeah. That's what. Nice. Now, I love the. It's a little too dark. So I love to. The artist get their turn to send the ships. So put your whether in. Nope. This is that. That really works. Kind of. Or even a brownish, blue, greenish. Alright, we're gonna start sharing momentarily, and Liam will be first because he's gotta go, and then we're gonna shift to Margo because it's at home will go first. So
Yes, it was looking.
Well, you
So it's, yeah.
I was going to put that on the list. The next, here's what art, this is the primary art. That was him.
Yeah.
And I love us. Was the impression. They like us. Yes. Yes, he doesn't have to be a reflection. Don't worry. This, the black is no. It's very telescopic. But and now I know there is a thing. I don't know. I keep the snow up there from. Traditional old school. Green black. It's great. Yes. I'm never gonna use this again. When I went to art school, I was told, don't use black. It's 80s gray, but this is for a reason. It's the color very close to black, but it's not black. That's what I have to use instead of black. Yes. So, all right. I am going to remove the picture from the large screen, and we are going to start sharing our artwork with each other. And you know, the ground rules are we don't say negative things about each other's work. We're here to offer advice. And even if your work is not finished, that's a great time to share work because you can get ideas and information from your fellow artists. And we're gonna let Liam come show first because he has to leave. There you go, Liam. Oh, it's much easier to share from down at this level.
Beautiful.
Isn't this great painting?
Yeah.
Very nice, Liam.
See, he really gets now how to do landscape and seascape. He has his horizon line. He's divided the background from the foreground. He knows that the larger shapes are in the front. It's just excellent work. And I love the person in the boat. Well done. Well done. Beautiful colors too. Awesome, Liam. Thank you for sharing. Bravo. And you see how he filled in all the space. Very little empty space in his work. That's a goal I've been trying to get all of you folks to achieve for how many years have I been teaching this class? Long time. All right, Margot, you want to share today?
Sure.
All right. Wow. This is watercolor, correct?
Hmm? lighthouse. Not sure.
Interesting. What's happening with the top of the lighthouse? The things projecting upwards. What are those things?
Oh, they're just, I don't know, it's part of the lighthouse that I copied. They're
Maybe it's like a net to keep birds away or something.
maybe, they're spikes. Yeah, such of clouds, but the spikes on the lighthouse.
Beautiful details in Margot's.
Thank you.
Really nice. So Margot, you are really starting to master the layering technique with watercolor, right? You start with those thin washes and you build up as the
Mhm.
pen starts to dry. Well done. Thank you for sharing. All right, so now we're going back to folks here. Who's next? Jackie, all right. Oh, Jackie, yeah, you gotta leave. Beautiful, and yours is soft pastel.
Yes.
Love these subtle colors. I like the way you've divided the space up, and you were looking at a pothouse painting.
Yeah.
Really well done. All right,
Nice.
thank you for sharing. Ben? All right, Ben is our newest student. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I told Ben, does this remind you of one of David Hockney's pool paintings? The
Maybe.
very famous painting Splash that we looked at last August. We looked at that painting. This is
Yeah.
great. Love composition in this work, and it's soft pastel, correct? Yes. Beautiful job. Oh, look, you got a heart. It's terrific. I notice how this is asymmetrical. That makes the composition of this work so exciting and energized. Well done, sir. Maritza, you wanna? No, got her name. And I have forgotten your name.
Sneha. Sneha.
Sneha, do you wanna come up next? Stand here, so I can look on you. So I just.
Oh.
And every time watercolor work, this is fantastic.
Yes.
And you're only have to mix colors as well. That's all.
Next to me.
Beautiful. And you're not finished, right? You're still working on this.
It's kind of like, I'm so sorry.
If you'd like to borrow a box of paints, take home with you, you may.
I might do that. Thank you.
Very cool.
Beautiful, beautiful, bravo. And tell me your name again.
Mariana.
What?
Mariana.
Donna.
Oh, very nice. Oh, I love the guitar.
Yeah, like a
Doing it.
singer.
Wow.
I saw him. It's a real life picture, so I have other memories.
Yeah, I have to go back. Because I really love the sky. Look how beautifully she rendered the sky in this.
Yep, very nice.
Sky part. Got watercolor? It's watercolor only.
The cloud was really nice. I like that cloud.
There's something I want to point out about doing figures in watercolor. It's really tricky not letting them get too dark. Because you want them to be defined and noticed, but you don't want them to be too dark so that they're very, very harsh looking. And you, Mariana, I think you're making it work.
Thank you, Liz.
Door stop in the door. Otherwise, a lot.
Yeah, where's the door stop?
What is it? Should be right there.
Door stop's. Yes.
Oh,
Oh, thank you. Yes. Oh, go ahead. Are you gonna say it?
No, I want to have to. See you next week.
Yes. See you next week. Are you gonna share, Arlene? So you're gonna pass it. All right, I'm going next.
Hi, Eileen.
This is a photograph that I took
Very,
of a beach, and then I made it into a greeting card. And it's kind of a stormy day, so the colors I found are not stormy. So this is what I did.
beautiful.
Hey, yeah, notice.
That's do you know what that fence in the middle? Have you seen that on the beach?
Yeah.
It's called a snow fence. I don't know why.
Really?
Very common on the Jersey Shore.
Huh,
Bayhead. Do you know Bayhead?
Yes.
very nice.
They need those fences to prevent erosion.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I don't know why they call them snow fences.
Well done. Love the way you divided up the space in your picture and the way you filled up the entire conversation. Well done, Eileen. Good job. You'll go. Good shape. You too? Just watch the water.
Oh, good job.
A mountain. has its own personality.
Yeah, it
The
looks
derivation of that picture that was on the screen.
Wow,
very nice.
terrific.
Thank you.
Christine.
Away from yours.
Since the best thing for me is I give the same assignment to all of you, but you each come up with something unique and
Ooh, very dramatic. Love it. The boat. Very, very nice. Great color.
fine detail. Such beautiful color. Well done. And you are, you see. Very good.
I need more work.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I like how you left the face off. It's beautiful. Very, very nice.
Done.
Yeah.
You're still working on it.
Still working on it.
Still working.
A lot of, sky. And
I
I
like your colorful shadow. Yeah, love the
Right here?
purple shadow.
The shadow of the woman. Yeah, very nice.
Thank you.
Love it. Love it, love it.
I used a pothast painting,
Okay. Oh, yeah, that was beautiful.
but I only did one of the girls because it was gonna take too long, it's too much, too
Yeah,
difficult.
always add the other later if you cared.
Great.
How do you do this?
Very nice. Yeah, I can see it. Beautiful.
Done.
Great job.
Great. Well, I love that. Yeah, thanks. What else?
Oh, this is the photo? Yeah, somebody else took. Very nice.
The copy. And this,
We have that.
I cannot see.
Nice. Well done. Well, beautiful.
I like the pop of that red umbrella. Very nice.
That's
Maybe
your flag.
the only suggestion I have, maybe you can put teeny tiny red something in the lower right. Maybe a
Yeah.
Red towel or
Thanks.
just something tiny and red for a little bit of balance. Well done. Tamara. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Many days.
Nice.
Really. Gorgeous color.
Like the canoes too. Very nice. Well done.
Copy or you did that from imagination? Coming from your phone. Well done. So good. I don't know who's next. Yes. Look at that.
You're a fan.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I don't want to show mine, but
No. Both great. Oh, yeah, that, I like what you added. That's terrific.
yes.
Yeah. Something very nice.
I like
Thank
the
you.
waist, bottom.
Yes, thank you. I prefer acrylics and oil. So watercolor, whenever I have to do watercolor I get very nervous because I just don't have the practice. But I'm here to learn, so
Class.
absolutely. Thank you.
Well, well done. All right, Daniel. It's all yours.
Wow. Look at those palm trees. Very, very nice. And the mountains are great too. Love it, Daniel. You always impress.
Oh, so the question, sunrise or sunset?
I think it's a little bit of a sunset.
It's whatever you want. Very nice. Love the sand.
I haven't checked it. It was a picture that I found.
Okay. Very beautiful. Bravo. Thank you, everyone. Right. Yeah, a round of applause for everyone. All right, so that is it for this week of Art with Liz.
It's
And we will be here in this location next week. I think we did okay. Our maiden voyage went very smoothly. Thank you so much for respecting the space and keeping it clean and neat. And I look forward to seeing you all next week. It will be our final week of August with our theme of artists who celebrate the great out of doors. Do start sending me your artists that you want me to teach in September, and I'm going to put my email address in the chat so that you can do that. Yes, you must register online and indicate when you register whether you're coming in person or through Zoom. So my email address is conchart@aol.com. CONCHART@AOL.com. And explaining again, in September, you will submit names of artists that you want me to do slideshows of for each class. The first 5 that are submitted, I will put those names into a hat
And the one I pull out will be the artist for the following week. So there will be no theme for the month, except I'm calling it the Mystery of Art. The month of September is called the Mystery of Art
It's conch art like that.
at AOL. Correct.
Signing off.
And only painter.
Yes, art on, everyone. Until next week, we will still have the theme of celebrating nature and the great out of doors. That will be the final week. And it is the final week of the Whitney Biennial. Those of you who've been putting off seeing it, go see it if you can. It's wonderful. I believe you can get free tickets here at the Hoboken Library for that, but you do need to let them know in advance because it usually takes a day or two before they can make them for you.
Painters only? Like
No,
artists?
No,
Any
you
kind
can
of art?
send me sculptors.